Hi. Lately I got started on AWS Educate, and I just want to show a bit about this account and the possibilities that you can make use of on AWS Educate. If you're in as a student, there's a few things that you should understand. You will have access to a lot of AWS services, you should be able to see this list of services available when you use AWS Educate. What I normally will focus on would be Cloud9 and EC2, S3, and Elastic Beanstalk. Have your account, you can actually access into your AWS console. They actually give you the opportunity to link it up with your personal account. Now in this case I'll just launch the education account that is created with this instance. Okay, so you go right into the AWS management console, and you would actually be able to see all the services that are available. I will start Cloud9 service. I actually thought that it was available before. Yes, it is. So here is the previous instance that I have created before, and what it does is that it actually adds the Cloud9 interface onto an EC2, and then you can have your development environment there. You can connect the Cloud9 up with a Git repository. It can be on GitHub, Bitbucket. Okay. Let's have a look at other services. So EC2 is Elastic Compute, and this is where you can actually set up your instance. So we have one instance running, that's the one running the Cloud9. Then you have Elastic Beanstalk, which is something we'll look at a bit later. Elastic Beanstalk actually permits you to upload your code in an environment that will manage the underlying layers of compute instances. So it has a built-in auto-scaling, and all you have to focus on is to develop your source code, whether it's Python, Node.js. You can just publish that up to this environment. Then let's have a look at the database. So RDS is a database that you can set up on AWS Cloud. And the type of database you can choose is, for example, MySQL or PostgreSQL. Then you have DynamoDB, and that's a NoSQL database. A bit like MongoDB, but a few extra features built in there. So this is a NoSQL database that you can connect up to, and it's quite fast and scalable. There you have a few features that will enable you to link your application, so you don't have to launch and manage a database on your own. S3 is your storage buckets, and this is where you normally can store images and files. For example, if you're running a website, for example, you may have a folder here where you keep some of the images that will be displayed on the website. If you're running an e-commerce store, you may have images of the products stored in this bucket. It makes it a lot cheaper to store the data on S3 rather than having an instance of storage space within AWS, for example, an Elastic Store. Okay, so maybe just the quick look at LightSail. So, there you see, we don't have access to LightSail from AWS Educate. So let's look at LightSail a bit later when I log in from another account. Okay, let's go ahead and look at some of the features or services that I talked about in the next video.